for record. How do you know it? Take out those same notes we did under whatever it was, trinomials, well, they were quadratics actually is what we're at now. Quadratics solving by factoring. That's what we did for yesterday. I did it. The new thing will be this, and it's kind of my fault for not saying it yesterday. What happens, Jason, if you see this? 3b squared equals 20 minus 11b. First of all, is that an equation? Do you see an equal sign? Yes, it is. I'm relatively sure that this is an equal sign. Okay. The problem with this compared to what you did for yesterday is that all of yesterday's, there was an equal to 0. So if you're looking at yesterday's notes, we need to put a step number 1/2 in here first. Step number 1/2 is you need to, if needed, you have to rearrange these terms. So it is in the form of, what is it, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. Which simply means this, for those of you gazing at this in whatever form here, you need to have the square term and then just the normal variable term and then the number, and all that has to be equal to 0. So when I look at this little doohickey equation here, I need to move the 20 to this side, I need to move the negative 11b to that side, and I need to have it equal to 0. How do you do that? It's a pretty simple fix. I've already got my 3b squared where it belongs. I'm just going to add 11b to the other side. So that gives me plus 11b. Are you with me? I'm going to subtract 20 to get it over there. And then it will be equal to 0. And then it's just a piece of cake from there. Should I do that in a more organized fashion? Yes. All right. Here we go for Elijah. 3b squared equals what? What was it?
20 minus 11b.
20 minus 11b. Okay. I am going to, my 3b squared is already here. I'm going to add 11b. And I need to add 11b there, so that means I get 11b because they're not like terms. I then need to subtract 20 to move it to this side, and I subtract 20, that puts it over here. Again, not like terms. Nothing is left on this side of the equal sign, so it equals 0. Then you move on to what we said. Step number 1 is, can you factor the same thing out of all those? No. So step number 2 was to factor the trinomial. Only one way to split up 3b squared. That would be to 3b times b. Still going to equal 0. Any suggestions what I can put in there to give me a positive 11 and a minus 20? Huh? 10 here? And a 2 there? No. A 2, 10 there, and a 2 there? No. How about 4 and 5? 5 there, 15? Oh yeah, that'll work. If I put a 5 here and a 4 there, what do I get? This times this is 15b, correct? This times this is 4b. What has to be negative? What has to be positive? Anybody? This has to be negative, this has to be positive, because you need to get a positive 11b, so this has to be the positive, that has to be the negative. Now, am I done? Absolutely not. I need to figure out whatever step this was. When will these things be equal to 0? This one's pretty easy. What number minus 5 is 0? Negative 5. But how in the wide, wide world of sports do I figure out that one? When will 3b minus 4 be equal to 0? Remember doing this yesterday? Anybody? This is not new, that's why I'm not really. Riley Harrington?
How do you divide by 3?
Huh?
Wait, no, you add 4.
Huh?
What?
I want to know when will 3b minus 4, when will that equal 0?
You add 4.
I do add 4 to get it over there and divide by 3. So the other answer is b equals 4/3. Those are the two answers you get. That solved this. Do I need to do more? Waste your time, waste my time?
If you have a firm grasp of reality, and if so, how firm? And whose reality? Elijah?
Going farther? Ooh, there's even a thank you there.